Goddesses of fire, what's going on? This is for the goddesses of fire, feminine energy for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the month of October 2022. We are in Libra season right now. We will be entering into, we're in pre-eclipse season. We'll be entering in a solar eclipse on either October 24th or 25th when we're coming out of Libra going into Scorpio. And then 2 weeks after that, we're going to have a full moon, a lunar eclipse in the full moon in Taurus during Scorpio season. All right, we got a couple of planets coming out of retrograde in October, and we got Mars going in retrograde. All right, we got Jupiter jumping around also. So if you want to know more about that in reference to your sign, you got to go to my other channel, which is 8th House Readings. The link for that's in the box below the video. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. But this reading right now is for the goddesses of fire, Aries, Leo, Sag for the month of October, Libra season 2022. I hope all is well with everybody. We got 3 columns here. The first one represents what's going on in your private life. The middle one represents what's going on in career, money, and finance. The third one represents what's going on in your family life, social life, and love life. This is general. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Your private life, current situation. We got the speedboat energy here, right? The challenge in this situation is love. A possible solution to that challenge would be to tap into the quincunx energy. This is an energy that deals with the complexities of a situation. So for some of you, you could be in a position where you don't really want to get into anything where there's feelings. You just may want to have fun, and that's about it. Some of you may have already been in a situation where you didn't consider love, or you wanted love, or maybe you're questioning the way you went about love. Maybe some of you felt like you jumped in too quickly. Maybe some of you are just feeling like, I don't want love, so I'm just gonna, skip over my emotions. But it could just be that because you've been in complex relationships, you are questioning, how you feel about love and if you really want it, versus, getting emotionally attached, things like that. So, yeah, so it could be a couple of different variations of that, but let's get specific. Let's see what the speedboat energy represents. Tell me more about the speedboat energy. This is feeling imprisoned, trapped in your emotions, trapped in your feelings. Some of you are thinking about maybe in a connection you were in where that happened, or maybe people that happened to. Yeah, we have judgment energy here. Yeah, there was a power struggle in reference to you regaining control over your emotions. You got caught up like a lot of us do. We all been through that. Talk to me about judgment. Yeah, we have the 2 of Wands energy in reverse, just feeling stuck, not knowing which way to go. Yeah, a lot of us been through that. The challenge is we all want love. We all then did whatever craziness we had to do for it. We've been there. We all been there. So some of you are just contemplating on this. The challenge here with looking at that is, with looking at romance and love is the bison energy. Let's see what that means in reference to love. So the bison energy represents being pragmatic, sensible, and logical. Yeah, it's definitely hard for you as fire signs to be pragmatic, sensible, because that's earth energy, and you are not an earth sign. You deal with love differently. It's a fight with you. Just like it's the same thing with us with water. If you got Venus in water or Mars in water, it's a fight. You know what I mean? Once you want something, you want it, and you're going to fight for it. It is what it is. You guys just go about it in a different way because we're opposite polarities with the air and, with the fire and the water. But, being more pragmatic is something that you have to implement, so maybe rocking some stones, some grounding stones, doing things that'll help you to be more grounded in your energy, going out in nature, connecting with, the earth. That might help you as well. Okay, I will look up and do some research on some things that you can do to ground your energy when you're dealing with your emotions. Talk to me about the animals. Yeah, because you're very passionate about what you love and what you want, you know. And I joke, but I'm serious. Yeah, see, here's the King of Swords, being more logical about it, taking action and being more logical. I joke about it, but I'm dead ass serious. Now, I'm going to say this, and I say this, every sign has their issues, right? But I always say when you, and this is from my experience too, like when you are in a connection with somebody who has fire and a lot of fire in their chart or in certain placement, it's not an easy breakup for y'all. It's not going down easy. There's no, hey, let's agree to be friends and walk away type of ending. It don't happen that time. It don't happen like that with, a lot of times with fire signs, especially with Venus in fire, or you know if you got a sun in fire or a moon in fire or a Mars in fire. It's not no let's just walk away and agree to be friends. Now that's not for all of y'all. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all sitting here laughing like, yeah, she right, but don't be telling people that. But it's true. I love y'all. But yo, y'all passionate about what y'all believe in. I respect it. You know, but we're the same way, you know, with water. Like I said, it's an opposite polarity though. You know, you express yours. Water, we hold it in. So it's still, you know, it's dangerous. But you know, that you just deal with your emotions differently. So the universe is telling you to just keep that in mind. It's complicated, right? These things happen. You know, we have to learn how we respond based on what we go through, and then we have to try to find, you know, solutions to those problems. That's what understanding your chart is about as well. Yeah, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, knowing yourself, knowing where you need to implement air energy and where you need to implement earth energy. So for you, you got all this fire here. You need to implement more earth when it comes to your love life. I'm sorry, more air when it comes to your love life. Looking at things logically, you know, and maybe keeping your emotions out of it or not acting when you're emotionally riled. Give yourself time to calm down and then act. But find things to help you calm down, right? So yeah, we got the Seven of Cups. So that's trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. Exactly. Exactly. So some of you realize that and you're working on that. And we all, like everybody else, is a work in progress. So at least you are coming to the point where you're like, okay, this is what I need to work on. This is what I need to focus on. So big ups to you on that. Definitely big ups to you on that. So let's take a look at what's going on with career, money, and finance. The current situation here is the gray t-shirt, the front and back of a gray t-shirt. The challenge in your career, money, and finance section is being compassionate. Somebody else had compassion in this area. The solution you want to implement to be more compassionate or to focus on compassion is to tap into the Aquarius energy, that innovative energy, that individualistic, unique type energy. So for some of you, you're bored with what you do for a living. You know, that gray t-shirt represents blah, nothing special, wah, wah, wah. You know, but the challenge is you don't want to come off as, you know, an asshole. You're trying to be compassionate about the people you work with. You're trying not to aggravate everybody else, but you're bored as hell. So the universe is saying for you to tap into your Aquarius energy, detach from the situation, you know, emotionally, and either, you know, try to find something that fits for you or find a way that you can invoke change where it's going to be for the greatest good, right? Not just invoke change because you're mad and you want shit your way, right? So let's take a look at this gray t-shirt. What's boring about what's going on? What is this about? Tell me more about this. Why is it gray t-shirt like when it comes to your career, money, and finance? Okay, yeah, the frivolity card came out in reverse. This is all about being able to explore, experience. It's very rigid, very structured environment that you work in. You know, some of you it could be security or something like that, where or legal. You know, where there's always rules and regulations that have to be followed in everything that you do. So some of you could have that type of work environment, or maybe you grew up in that type of environment. Okay, but when it comes to career, money, and finance, this is about how you make your money or where you make your money. You're bored here, or you're bored with what you're doing. Yeah, the Queen of Cup energy in reverse here. It's just about the money. It's very boring. You know, it's very structured. It's not about, you know, it's not what you're passionate about, okay? So you're trying to be compassionate as much as you can. Yeah, but the environment is very dry. There's no room for growth. There's no inspiration here. You know, it's like maybe a dead end type of thing. You like what you do is helping others, but I feel like you get burned out and there's no room for growth. You could possibly get burned out. Some of you may work in the medical field, but with desert here, when we're talking about being compassionate, yeah, this is talking about fierce, heated, and passion. You want something that you really are passionate about. You know, you're fire energy. You have to do something that you really feel, you know, connected to. You know, something that you can create. You can tap into your creative energy and create. And when you're in an environment that's already structured, it limits your creative ability. So you get bored. You need something to do with that energy. Some of you need to find an outlet outside of work, right? That way you can add balance into your life that way. Yeah, change your situation here. Um, this is a cycle here that you may have experienced in the past, and you have to look at it from a different perspective now. Look at it how it's going to benefit you. So I feel like this could just be looking at it from a different perspective with that Wheel of Fortune. Once you change your perspective and your mindset, you'll see the opportunities in things. Yeah, you'll be able to see it logically. And you'll come up with different ideas because this is Gemini energy. Yeah, so this is what I feel. You may just need to change your perspective on it. It's like, okay, yeah, it's boring. I can't do anything creative, but you know, it fulfills everything else I need. Then find something outside of your work that you could do that allows you to fill that void. That way, you still keep your job, and yet you still get an opportunity to express yourself in the manner in which you need. Now, that's one thing that you can do with this Aquarius energy, right? But also, you could just detach emotionally or not be so emotionally attached to it. That's another thing you could do. Let's see what the Aquarius energy is, or come up with something innovative and different. All right, one card. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, there could be an opportunity here for you to come up with something different, or for you to make money. All right. The universe is blessing you with this opportunity. Take advantage of it. Think about it and figure out. Because for some of you, you're in the midst of coming up on something. This could be starting your own business, your own company. All right. Yeah, we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. This is what's going to happen if you go off and do what it is that you need to do. And when it comes to your career. All right. So find a way to revolutionize or change what it is that you're doing so that it benefits everybody. And go ahead and start that off. That's going to bring you dough. Shout out to you. All right. Now, let's talk about what's going on in your family life, your social life, your love life. The current situation here is somebody borrowing money or somebody paying money back? Some type of money exchange here. The challenge is somebody's desperate. A possible solution to this is to tap into the Cancerian energy. It could be that somebody may need help financially. Could be a friend or family member. Could be you. All right. There could be something coming up where somebody may come to you and ask you for money or ask someone to borrow money. They may be desperate. It could be to pay their rent or their mortgage. Talk to me about this money here. What is this? Yeah, we have the wedding energy in reverse. Okay, so could be that a family member or a friend or someone you know goes through a separation or divorce. Talk to me about this separation or just before they split up with their partner, whoever they were living with, or their business venture didn't fold, it fell through. Yeah, we have the Queen of Cup energy here. Could be somebody who was a daycare worker, daycare provider, all right, or somebody who is a stay-at-home mom. Okay, maybe she's not able to find employment and may need to borrow some money, is what I'm getting for some. Oh, cards are blowing all over the place. The challenge here is there's this energy of desperateness. Talk to me about this desperateness. All right, so we got sticker earrings. Let's see what this is all about from the past. Remember these? Lord have mercy, I'm telling my age. Sticker earrings. Okay, sticker earrings. Fear of commitment, hesitant and cautious. So, okay. Somebody's afraid to let somebody borrow some money. Or somebody may need a place to stay. Somebody's afraid to allow somebody to move in. Okay, that could be what this is too, because they don't know when this person may leave. Somebody may not have room for someone. Yeah, 9 of Cups energy here. Somebody doesn't know if somebody's okay, so you could run into somebody who may tell you they may need a place to stay, but it could be manipulative type energy. Somebody being greedy. Be careful of who comes to you asking you for money. The outcome here is for you to take caution, take concern, take care. All right, yeah, because we got the Queen of Cup energy in reverse. This is somebody who's trying to play on your emotions here. Somebody, a family member, because this is the energy of your family, love life, and social life. So you may have a female energy around you, or somebody, doesn't even have to be female. Could have been somebody you were married to, an ex, okay, or it's a friend or family member who says they're going through a divorce or separation, or they broke up with their partner. They could be coming to you asking you for a place to stay, or asking you to borrow money to help pay rent, something like that. Yeah, we have the 7 of Swords energy here. They're not being honest, or they're coming to you asking you for money, but what they really need it for is for rent or a place to stay. Because they broke up with their partner, or they're fighting with their partner, or they lost their job, or something happened. Some type of karmic situation ended. And as a result, sometimes when karmic situations end, your money ends. Because, it's part of you ending that karmic cycle. Whatever you was getting in that karmic cycle will end. I don't know if you've ever been through that, where if you break up with someone that's really, it was a really messed up relationship, and then you break up, sometimes you lose your apartment, you lose your car, you lose your job. It's all because whatever was associated with that karmic cycle is coming to an end. So you separate from those things. Somebody could be going through that. Maybe this is you going through this, and you may find yourself in a position where you may need money, but you may not want to tell anyone. That could be what that 7 of Swords is too. You don't want to seem needy, but you really do need it. So, or is somebody who's coming to you, they may come to you needing something, but maybe they try to play it off like they don't, or they tell you it's for something other than what it really is. It's not that they're being sneaky. I'm sorry, I seen that wrong. For some of you, they just don't want to let you know how much trouble they're in, or what they really need the money for, but you helping them will give them the money. I mean, it will help them, but they don't want to tell you what it's really for, because they don't want to let you know that they're in that much of a bind. So, I mean, it's up to you. So you may feel like they're lying to you, so you may be apprehensive, but it's not that they're lying to get over. It's just they don't want you to, they're trying to tell you everything's okay, they're doing good, or what have you, but something is not right in reference to either their living situation, or something. They need money for something. All right, so let's see what's going on with the timeline, divine timing. So for some of you, this is karmic because it happened in a past lifetime, and you're repeating this again in this lifetime. Hold on a second, the airplane. All right. So yeah, some of you, this is a karmic cycle repeating itself. So whatever it is that feels the most trying and the most taxing of any of these scenarios that resonates with you, is because it's a karmic cycle. I feel like the job situation also could be very karmic in nature, as well as the situations with love. We also have August here. So August could be important to you in reference to one of these situations. Could have been this past August, or maybe next August. Libra season is going on, right? So this could be something that you're experiencing right now, or maybe something from last year or a year before. Now, as far as money, what kind of money you got coming in outside of your regular income? Where is it coming from? And if you're going to be spending outside of your regular expenditures, what are you spending on? What's going on with your money for October? Talking about the goddesses. Goddesses of fire. Aries, Leo, Sag, October 2022. We are currently in Libra season. Boys, girls, night out. Somebody else had this too. So some of y'all going to be hanging out with your friends. All right. I forget which goddess had this one. It might have been the goddesses of water. All right. So if you got some water sign friends, or water is a prominent placement in your chart, whatever. right? Some of you have a vet bill, all right, or you may have an expense that you may have to cover with your pet out of the blue, or maybe you already know about it and it's just coming up due. And then we got game day. So maybe some of y'all are going to a game with your homegirls or your homeboys, or a combination of. Maybe it's a date, all right? And it's just, it don't say date night, but it could be. You never know, all right? So let's see what we got going on in love for y'all. Love signs. I mean, love signs. What we got going on in love for my air signs, the queens, the goddesses of air, the empresses, of fire, the goddesses of fire. Ooh. All right, look at the first card that comes out. It says interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. So some of you may have been coming out of a third party situation. Okay, that could have been what was painful for you in reference to, or your complexity of your love situation. Maybe you're debating on if you want to leave or if you want to stay, but you know you're involved in a third party and it's very complex for you as far as your emotions. Some of you are very vulnerable to the situation, or you've been vulnerable to another love situation that you're coming out of, which is why you were dealing with the complex feelings of love. We also have here and now, so this is an indicator of not going back to the past. Okay, so for some of you, you were definitely dealing with something that was karmic in nature. I got that with the wedding energy here in reverse. Okay, now let's get you a self-care card and we'll wrap up your reading. Goddesses of fire. What kind of messages do we have for self-care? Goddesses of fire. All right. Message for the goddesses of fire, please, for October 2022. Goddesses of fire. One card only, please, for the goddesses of fire. Aries, Leo, Sag, October 2022. Goddesses of fire. One message, please, for self-care for the goddesses of fire. Hold on. One message, please. All right, this must be good. It's going to be a good one, I guess. So, let's see. All right. Wow. Okay, growth. So this card talks about, it says, evolution starts when you leave your comfort zone. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Yeah, this is what just judgment energy is here. Some of you feel trapped in a situation. You feel like you can't get out, but you can. You just have to, come out of your emotions and use your logic. So this is what I was talking about with the sword energy here. Using your logic with the king and the queen of swords. Thinking of logically of what you need to do and using the king of swords to take action. Don't do it based on emotion. Do what just needs to be done, right? And for some of you, you need to exercise that because you're feeling vulnerable in some type of third party situation here, okay? And so growth is very important for you, and you're in the process of growing. You're getting tied up in this situation and you're feeling frustrated with it. It's time for you to move on. So I wish you the best with that. Thank you guys for coming to check out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this one and to 8th House Readings. Make sure you go over there and check out your astrology reports. They should be coming out within the next couple of days if it's not already out. But subscribe, hit the notification bell on both sides. That way you'll know when I post. Make sure you check me out on Patreon. The September readings should be up by now. The August ones were done a couple weeks ago. All right, and we're going to keep it regular over there as well. So the Patreon link is in the box. It's over on the 8th House Readings channel because it goes with the 8th House Readings channel. So if you want to see extra readings from me, go over there to the 8th House Readings channel. The link's in the box below. Subscribe there. And look under any video on that channel, and you'll see the link to the Patreon site. All right. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for checking out the reading. I wish you the best. Happy Libra season to you all. And I'll see you in the next reading.